Oh, been a while since I've done this. I guess I'm live now. Been 8 years. Forgive me. Neighbor Bob here. What'd it be like? Well, been procrastinating a little bit about making this video. This will be my last Benzo video ever. Last one ever on YouTube, or as I'd like to call them myself, ScrewTube, as they've trampled all of my free speech over the years, and I decided to pull all my videos down that were not Benzo related. Some time ago, I was making ad money off there. For those of you that ever watched my channel back 8+ years ago when I started it, the channel was made for all things health. It didn't have anything to do with benzos. I had 179 videos. I had everything from organic eating to juicing to air purification, water purification, low EMFs, you name it. I've been interested in all things health, herbs, vitamins, self-defense, anything but benzos. And that's what I've been doing for the past 8 years since I healed. I thought it was fit. I would like to point you toward, look up under my name and you'll see a blue hyperlink up there. I'll try to put an ad in the description if I can remember how to do so. That is everywhere that I am now or ever will be. If you need to contact me, just click on that. It's a Google Doc. It's actually amazing. I've looked for years of what I could do for people. People ask, well, what have you been doing? You fell off the thing there. I haven't made a video in a long time. Well, what I've been doing for everybody that's ever asked me by email, usually, or they'll message me on this channel and ask me for help, and they'll contact me through email, and then I've helped tens of hundreds of people get through this for a long time. It has to be over a couple thousand in the last, coming up on my anniversary from healing from benzos. That's what kind of prompted me to make this video. This coming Monday, it will be, what is today, the 24th? I don't know, 8/24, 25, something like that, I don't know. This will be this coming Monday at 8 o'clock in the morning. I woke up 8 years ago from that day exactly, and all my couple hundred benzo symptoms that I had for almost 2.5 years were gone. Every single one of them. Had a little benzo belly left for a month or so, but that went away. My hormones leveled out. So anyway, I've been very encouraged by that, and ever since then, I've been helping people as best I can for free. I've helped, like I said, tens of hundreds of people through this, all over the world. I got people all over the world. Started out, I never aspired to do this at all. Started out, I helped a few people, and then it turned into a part-time job. Then it was a full-time job. Then it was a full-time job with overtime, and it was still free. And recently, as of a few months ago, I started charging a small fee. Anybody that wishes to talk to one of the cheaper coaches out there with over 10 years experience, because my journey started when I first started tapering off of my Klonopin in 2015, about around May 1st of 2015. And when I was 57 years old, and I didn't come out of it till I was about 61 almost, I believe. So I had a really hard run of it, a protracted withdrawal from Klonopin, clonazepam, 2 milligrams. And I have helped people through this as best I can. I help them with everything. Diet. As I said, if you can't toot your own horn, whose can you toot? I've been into all things health ever since I can remember. Diet, juicing, detoxification, everything you can imagine, low EMFs, organic food, exercise, just anything in all things health. So I feel more than qualified to help you get through this trying time that is benzo withdrawal. And I've been racking my brain the last 8 years trying to figure out what can I do for the benzo community. Some people write a book. That's good. Yeah, you make a little money, write a book. But things change, My ideas change through the years. And once you get that book out there, you can't retract anything. Well, I found these Google Docs up at the top of the page there, a little blue hyperlink. That's just amazing. You click that little guy there, and when I get on, Google Docs is free. I was amazed. I used to use Office Suite, and type things in there, and then I like to type things when I got time. But this is amazing. You can put it to public, and you can put it to anybody with that link worldwide can click on it. And I can get on there daily. You'll notice it's got one update on it if you click on it. I could get in there today and change something on it, and you would see the changed effects. So it's going to be up to date. So I don't see anything better than that I can do for people. And they can translate it in their own language because I've got people all over the world. I've got people in every country that you could ever imagine. I have to look on the map to see where people are from because I'm a little geographically challenged, to say the least. Some of the ones that pop into my head, I got lots of people in India, Africa, Latvia, Azerbaijan, Norway, Finland, Malta, Estonia, just pretty much about 170 different countries. I don't think there's anywhere I haven't had somebody from. And you can take those Google Docs and you can translate them into your own language. You can pass them to anybody you want to. You can put them out there share them everywhere. Where you think somebody might be able to use some help getting through not just benzo, psych drugs. To give my medical disclaimer, I am no doctor, nor do I profess to be. I have no letters behind my name. I never did go to college. Went to the school of hard knocks, but that's close. I just learned a lot of stuff in my life, and I thought I'd share some of it with you. And I've been sharing as much as I can for free over the years, and I decided to do something different. I see all kinds of things in benzo withdrawal, and it seems like some simple things that people can't even get a consensus on. You see some people that tell you how, you need to be a vegan and eat a plant-based diet. Yeah, how are you going to get iron and B vitamins from, some romaine lettuce? I don't think that's going to happen too good. I'm not big on the vegan diet anyway, but definitely during withdrawal ain't the time to be on it. I can tell you that with 100% positivity. There's all kinds of things I've learned over the years, and I'm going to put out as much free stuff as I possibly can. I don't see anybody else doing that. I'm going to have sections. You'll look up there in my documents. I've already got some. I've got some talking about your amygdala, and I've got some talking about chemical sensitivity and benzo withdrawal, and I got other ones talking about other things. And I'll just keep putting those on there for free. Like I said, you can copy that link and stick it in your computer, and as long as I don't turn it off automatic or shut it off completely and do away with it, it'll be there in the cloud for anybody and everybody to click on for the rest of eternity, I guess. I guess that's how the cloud works. So you should be able to copy that link and throw it in your computer somewhere. And anytime you want to catch up to me where I'm at, it's got my coaching information on there, my PayPal, my Venmo. Try to find a coach with just over 10 years experience, coming up on 8 years since I healed. It's only charging, what am I charging? $25 for 40 minutes. Or if you need a quick pick-me-up, $12 for 20 minutes, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what I said. Of course, there's only so many hours in a day, and I have moved since when I was in benzo withdrawal. I spent my withdrawal in a 780 square foot, 2-bedroom, 1-bath ranch house, one level, and sat there with black garbage bags taped over my windows for 2.5 years and recovered from benzos myself. I had a very bad withdrawal protracted. I know some of you have worse than I did, for longer than I did, and bless your heart. But I'm promoting a new method. I've done some thinking about it, and I've thought, I thought, what can I do? I could do a book. No, I don't want to do a book. I could do this and that. I could have been out all this time and, like some coaches do, they give their free time to like a hospital or a psych ward and learn some more stuff. Me, I didn't do that because I'm not looking to put any letters behind my name. I know people that go to school and they get more letters behind their name so they can charge more money to talk to people. I haven't done that. I've been doing the old boots on the ground method. I've been helping people crawl through this for Monday will be 8 years. I just came out of it and it was so dang hard. I said, man, if I could help somebody get through that, because how me and every other Benzo coach made it out there, made it through that. We made it through barely. Just barely. I can assure you that. Angie Peacock, she had her barely moment. Baylissa Fredericks had her barely moment. Dan Landauer. Jake Ressler. Who's the guy I met the other day? And a new name the other day. I don't even know all the coaches. There's about a dozen of them, I suppose, that I know of anyway. But they're all doing their own thing and doing some good stuff, getting benzos labeled and, other things in the benzo community. This is what I'm going to do. If you go to my page there, I've been talking to, I think I got over 1,000 some, 1,200, 1,300 on Facebook. A private Facebook group. You have to ask to be added. Neighbor Bob. Call myself the Benzo Whisperer because I don't know, a lot of people tell me I got a soothing, low voice. So I went with that. I called the Benzo Whisperer. Also BLM. BLM, not Black Lives Matter. Benzo Life Mentor. I help mentor people through this. I'm a non-medical, not professional because I'm charging. I still talk to people that can't afford it for free because that's the right thing to do. And people that's already been on my list, but I've seen tens of hundreds of people heal from this, and you'll just be another one if you hang on. That I know. Excuse me. About a year and a half after I healed, I flipped on a moldy air conditioner at my old house, room air conditioner, June of 2019. It gave me a fibrotic lung condition and just messed my lungs all up. So you hear a little hacking and throat clearing here, but that's that's part of what that did to me. It wasn't nothing to do with benzos. It's just another life challenge that I went through. So anyway, this is my last benzo video ever on ScrewTube. You never see another. I talk to people on there occasionally when I see somebody leave a message, but I never left another video yet. This will be my last video. You want to know where I'm at? You click on the docs link. I'll try to put it in the link in the description too, but it's up above. It's also on my Facebook page. If you go there, there's a blue hyperlink. It's got everything on there. It's got my docs I put out. It's got my coaching information. It's got my work email, which, by the way, I had another email, Daddy in Iowa. That's my family email now, so I don't use that for work. But if you want to contact me about psych drugs at all, you can reach me at neighborbob2411@gmail.com. neighborbob2411@gmail.com will get me all day long on my business email. So I could do people a lot of good by just one call or just watch the docs I put out. You don't. Here's the big secret. Other coaches ain't gonna like me to say this because this is. You don't need a deprescribing psychiatrist to get you through this or to taper. Now I don't do taper information because I'm not medical, and that would be illegal, but I do coping techniques, you know, strategies to self-soothe, different forms of meditation. This vid behind me here, I use those a lot. Things like it, you know, nature, pictures, things that helped me get through it many years ago, and it's helped others. So I haven't made the video yet, but I had to make this one first, and I'll probably farm this video. There's a way to do it. It'll probably take me, I'm kind of tech stupid. I got to drag this over to Rumble. My Rumble channel is over there on the link there in the description. It's got like 3 people subscribed to it so far, so maybe you can be number 4. Subscribe me. I think you can ring the bell like you can on YouTube. I'm not sure how Rumble works. I went to Rumble because they're not as bad on free speech as ScrewTube is. They sniped a bunch of my videos. They ticked me off. I took down a water fasting video with 307,000 views. I took down all kinds of other videos about supplements, lithium orotate, and all kinds of other videos, sauna, organic this, that, juicing, water, air purification. Took them all down. Had tens of thousands. Altogether, I had like over 1 million views. So when I had that opened up for a few years, I was making a few $100s a year. It wasn't no big money, but it could be more if I'd have kept the videos around. Yeah, they ticked me off. So I almost took the whole channel out, this whole channel, and I said, I better leave that for the Benzo people. So I left it. And now I'm going to start a series up on Rumble. It's going to be called the it's going to be pretty much A to Z, psych drug withdrawal, not just benzos. I got people on my list that are coming off of every drug known to man. Anti-hypnotics, Z drugs for sleep, calcium channel blockers, proton pumps, you name it. I got people on there that's taking all manner of poisons. Very delicate situation with many of them. A lot of them have MCAS. There's people with dystonia I've helped. There's people with inner and outer akathisia. There's people that just need somebody to help them through this. And guess what? I'm your guy. I'll get you through it in one piece. If you listen to some of the things I'm saying here, guarantee you'll have a smoother ride than you do. It ain't gonna be no picnic, but there's a lot of things you can do in this, unfortunately, to light yourself up environmentally that people don't know. Foods that people eat during this that can make them worse. The sensitivities that arise during this, chemical sensitivities to fumes and odors and chemicals, all that stuff can be brought down a notch and keep your environment as safe and as organic as you can while you heal this through the time. This isn't just being tortured to be tortured. Your receptors, your GABA receptors, are healing every second of the day. Every terrible symptom you have is a symptom of healing. I didn't realize that when I was going through it because I was scared to death. I had zero help through it. I didn't know what hit me when I started tapering that Klonopin, and the 200 symptoms come up, and I'm like, what in the flying duck? I didn't know what happened to me. I just knew it, like the wheels were coming off, and I was in bad shape. I mean, for 2.5 years, agoraphobic. Inner akathisia, outer akathisia. Didn't have any dystonia. Although my neck felt like somebody poured concrete in my upper shoulders here. I was in very, very bad shape. Light bothered me, sound bothered me, everything bothered me. I had garbage bags taped over my windows. I just barely made it through. After I got out of it, I posted one video about a month after I got out of it, my very first Benzo video. A month or 2 after I got out, I posted a video just to kind of recap what I went through. When I went through it, I'm a Googler. I Googled, found out Dr. Heather Ashton. I found out that what's probably happened to me was protracted withdrawal. Tried to get on Benzo Buddies, tried 3 times. Back then they had a 3-step process or something. I couldn't do it even with help. Excuse me. My brain was fried at the moment, so I did the next best thing. I typed in Benzo something on Facebook, and I got I don't remember what they were, 2 Facebook Benzo pages. I made like a question or comment, and they said, "Oh, you can't say that. That's triggering." And I'm like, "Well, I need answers, you know?" So somebody had posted a video of Baylessa Fredericks on there. I had no idea who that was at the time. And I said, "Who's that?" Somebody in the room said, "Oh, she's been doing this for 20 plus years, you know? And she's in with Dr. Heather Ashton." I said, "Well, I read about Dr. Ashton. She must know what she's doing." So I decided to watch one video, and she said, "Everybody heals." I said, "You're kidding me. That sounds good. I think I'll run with that." So I did. I got off that Facebook page, never went back on, never told any of my family that I went through this. My current wife at the time was my girlfriend and then fiance in the Philippines since 2014. We got married. Well, I met her in 2013. Went over there about 3 or 4 times altogether. And I thought, I'm just going to get off this Klonopin while I'm waiting for her to come over, because it's really not helping me sleep that much anymore. You know, and they give you Klonopin for things like insomnia and tinnitus, you know. Everybody that's ever taken Klonopin knows it's good for tinnitus. It gives you both of them raging. Yeah, it's just ironic. I can't help to laugh. If I ain't laughing, I'd be crying about it. Yeah, I was completely bedridden, basically on the sofa. I got out of bed and got on the sofa, crawling back and forth to the bathroom for 2.5 years, completely out of my mind. Didn't think I had a snowball's chance, and you know where, of ever pulling through that, but I did. When I got through it, somebody asked me, they started diving on me in my other videos. I was just going to go on making my health videos, you know. Somebody dove on me and says, "What happened to you? How'd you heal overnight?" And I said, "Yeah, I don't know. I don't know nothing about it." Well, family called me to Googler. I got on Google, and boy, I started digging, and I found out what happened to me and what's happening to you. And I'd say I got about as good a picture of it now after 10 years as I'm probably ever going to get. I go down the rabbit hole. When I get a hold of something, I'll Google it for 2 weeks. So if I didn't know nothing about it, you can bet 2 weeks from now I'm going to know something about it. If you ask me something I've never heard of before, believe me, I heard it all. I've heard nothing lately that it surprises me in protracted withdrawal. Nothing. I mean, there's some crazy stories out there, mine included. So, hey there, I can see people on here. A few, I have no idea how many. Look, if anybody's on there, because probably everybody on my list, I won't say everybody's healed. There's some people I know on my list that are long timers like me that aren't through it yet, and they unfortunately had some setbacks. Ooh, knocked my cheap table here in front of me. So anyway, I'm going to do my new Benzo protocol. It's called the KISS method. There's an engineer, I forget his name, you look him up, in 1962. He worked for Lockheed Skunk Works, making fighter jets for the U.S. government. He was a big engineer at the time, and he had a fleet of engineers under him, and they'd make things for these warplanes, and he told them, you know, make it as easy as possible. Don't make a part that requires 8 parts when you could make the part with 1 part and get the same job done, so it could be changed out quicker. So that's what I'm going to call my Benzo channel, or my Benzo protocol, I call it. Everybody's got a protocol, you know. Some got the 4 pillars of health and the 5 this. And mine is the KISS protocol. It stands for keep it simple, stupid. Or you could say silly. Stupid's kind of harsh, but I can tell you, when you're going through benzo withdrawal, you feel stupid. I sure did. But mainly, it's just back to basics. The thing that gets you through this is not doing a whole list of things that can make it worse, which I know and I can fill you in on. I'll fill you in as much free stuff on my docs as I can. And if you absolutely got to talk to somebody, you give me a call or give me an email to neighborbob2411@gmail.com. I'm not doing the calendary thing. I don't like having a calendar, having to be home for this and that. I just winging it right now. I take a call, somebody emails me, I look at my email, I say, you free today? No, don't feel good today. Maybe you want to try it tomorrow. A minute before we get on we can do a video call through WhatsApp. I use WhatsApp extensively. You could do a video through Facebook Messenger. You could do a phone call, my cell. You can turn your camera on. You can leave your camera off. You can just do voice. You can type me an email, and I'll do what I can for you if I got time. I'm extremely busy, and there's only so many hours in the day. I've taken calls. I might take a call to help you on. I might be out on the. We moved 2 hours southeast of where we lived in northern Missouri. We're still in Missouri. We're on the bank of almost a 5,000-acre reservoir, and it's just gorgeous out there today. 75 degrees, just beautiful, beautiful weather. I pulled the drapes in here to do this video because people in psych drug withdrawal. That's another thing. I'm going to make all my videos with a backdrop of something peaceful and maybe even darker than this. I know a lot of people can't take light, and they can't take loud sounds and flashing lights and stuff. Here you got the fire flickering, and you got the rain running down the window over here, and sometimes there's a candle on the table flickering sometimes. Yeah, it's over there. So I try to keep it calm for you. I don't edit my videos. It's one and done. I ain't got time for that stuff. You won't hear no music fading in and out, none of that stuff. I'm old school. I just there's no notes here. I got no notes on my table. Just a rescue inhaler for my asthma and a glass of water. So, wonder where neighbor Bob's been all this time? I look a little different. I don't have my flat head no more. I got more of I think they call this a quiff haircut. He kind of flipped up in the front. I don't know. I got a lot of hair. If I make it till April 23rd, I'll be 70. I went into this at 57. Like I said, came out about 60, 61-ish. And I've been through a lot of hard things in my life, but that was the hardest. Brain injury from solvents at work. 27 years of dipping my hands in solvents and breathing them. Mercury poisoning from 10 amalgams in my teeth that I got out in 2000. Drove out to Arizona in 2005 and contracted valley fever, coccidiomycosis, a mold in the sand. 3 years. That about killed me for 3 years. Heavily binge drank most of my life from the time I was 15 until this Thanksgiving will mark 2 years. Alcohol free and never touch it again. If I'd known how good I could feel not drinking, I wouldn't have started drinking heavily when I was 15, probably. I'm at my high school weight, 175 to 177. I feel amazing since the day I healed. Amazing. Not only, and this is something that just blows my mind, not only did benzos heal the damage that the Klonopin did over 15 years, it went back and it healed my brain. from the damage from the solvents. I know it did. I had other deficits that I just don't have now. My sleep is golden. I've got zero depression, zero anxiety. I just feel amazing. And my diet is impeccable. That's a huge thing. So, if you need help with something, you don't need to say, you get off the stuff yourself. I can't give any taper advice. I do tell people from time to time what I would do if I was in their situation, but that's not advice for them. That's just what I would do. But I can't give any medical advice, but you can mentor people through anything. And I could help mentor you through substance abuse of all kinds, whether, not that you're abusing benzos, because most people took them as prescribed. But still, alcohol, I could help you get off alcohol for sure. I've got a family member, and I've helped dry that family member out more than once. Superfoods, nutrition, especially juices. Get you a Nama 2 juicer if you got $550. If not, get you a Vitamix. If not, get you a cheap mixer, Super nutrition, very important when you're going through this good quality balanced diet. It's hard to find anything you can eat that don't light you up. You want to stay away from pesticides and heavy metals, and a lot of times people have MCAS and they have trouble with different kinds of foods, the histamine trouble. So I'm sure I could help people. I've helped people hone their diet. Through the years, I've talked to so many people in health-related situations. Whenever I get somebody on the phone that is a health professional, I pick their brain until it's gone. I've done that with fasting gurus all over the world. I water fasted. That was my main videos for water fasting. 30-day water fast. I went 6 days with no food or no water. That's called a dry fast. Sounds pretty crazy, but it heals a lot of stuff. I'm not recommending that in benzo withdrawal. I'm just saying I've played with a lot of stuff. So anyway, you watch my Rumble series upcoming. I'd appreciate it if you pass my Google Docs on every word known to man. You can throw that link because that's got everything in real time that I'll be doing for free. Except, like I said, if you need the coaching thing, there's a link on there for my PayPal and my Venmo and I just as soon not be on the phone all day with people. And other coaches has got around the 9-10 years experience that I do. They charge anywhere from $150 to $200 an hour to talk to them. Bless their hearts. I don't know. I could be doing that, but I just feel like I'm springboarding off other people's misery myself, so I just can't do that. But I did start, charging a little bit. I do this. I put a lot of time in this, and I've had to cut back, and I have to take care of myself as well. I got a lot of stuff going on, life problems, like everybody, money problems, life problems, family problems, problems with kids, problems with my siblings. Little brother got stage 4 cancer. It's always something. But I can't be around to help nobody else if I don't stay good myself. So I do that. I get out on my pedal kayak here out on this 5,000 acre reservoir like I'm going to be doing all day tomorrow. Probably see a video from the lake there tomorrow. Pulling a fish in, hopefully. So I thought I'd duck on there. I'm going to do talk down videos. If I can quit hacking and coughing, I'd like to do some what you call ASMR type videos where you help people in the moment to calm down. You talk to them directly and work on some of the things that I've learned to help calm me and get me through it. So I can teach you as much of that as I can. And like I said, I'm out to put out as much free content as I want. And I don't know why through the years I've had 2 coaches that wanted to get me on there and interview me, and I don't think they want to interview me anymore, because anybody that listened to my videos, if you look through some of those docs, there's one up there. If you click on that link, it's called 50 Shades of Effed Up. Yeah, that's what I think about the current state of the benzo community. It's not good. It's not good. There's people out there to help if you can afford it. If you can afford selling a couple cars off, you can get a deprescribing quackologist to help you get off the stuff. And then if you want to talk to a coach every day, 4 times a week for $250 an hour, you can do that if you're rich. But you won't be rich for long, because I got people on my list that lost all kinds of stuff. But it's really not lost, because it's coming back. I can assure you that. I 100% know and believe that everybody in their own time heals. That's why there's nobody on Bayless's list that's 15, 20, 25 years out. Some take a little longer than others. Some have had setbacks. They've had reinstatements. They've had surgeries where they had to take some propranolol, whatever, or some Versed. It's a terrible thing to light you up. I've got a whole list of things to stay away from, and I'll do my best to appraise you of everything I can. It's going to throw a kink in you. You wouldn't believe how many people won't give up their vices through this. Let me say that right now. I've had people I've talked to for years, and I never thought to ask, because I just thought that was a no-brainer. But some of the big no-nos, alcohol, antagonist, hits right off your GABA receptors. You take away the benzos, replace it with the alcohol, you're not going anywhere as far as healing goes. You might as well kept taking the benzos. Believe me, I tried to. First 2 weeks I was in this, when my journey began, I tried to drink it down. A 5th of scotch a day, and I felt pretty good there for the first 2 weeks. Till I realized I wasn't going to have a liver left soon. CBD. It'll ease the symptoms, but supplements, don't do any of them. Trust me, you'll be sorry if you do. You go to Benzo Buddies, and I was on there for 2 weeks, and I don't know what was going on. They didn't like, this was a couple of years ago. I thought, boy, they're going to love having somebody on there to help people, people love me. Admins, they threw me under the bus. You can't say that. You shouldn't say that. What do you say that for, So I got off there, but people saying, I tried magnesium. You tried magnesium, and you're looking around for Ashton Kutcher. You think somebody punked your ass, Where you at, Ashton? I know you're around here somewhere with your camera. Amino acids light you up. Vitamins light you up. 1 a day by man-made excipients in there that do not process properly through a temporarily disrupted brain. Same thing happened to me when I had my solvent injury. Documented 25 to 30% loss of neurons to my left front temporal lobe, and all kinds of problems from that back in 1998. All kinds of problems. It got better over time. Every infrared sauna I done, every detox I done, every superfood I ate, I clawed my way back to health. And I promise you, I'll do my level best to help you claw your way back to health as well. So I'm not going to tell you it's going to be easy, but I'm going to tell you that if you follow this protocol I'm putting out, you'll have a lot easier run of it than somebody that don't. I guarantee you that. I'm going to try to put out specific videos so you don't have to watch a whole bunch of other stuff. If you're interested in akathisia, you watch one on akathisia. If you're having a time with dystonia, you watch one on that. I've had people with all that, and myself. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing as long as I can do it. I ain't getting any younger. But it's the hardest thing I've ever done. It's the most rewarding thing, not monetarily. I've made very little money over the years. Some really nice people have sent me, some of them sent me some pottery, fishing lures. I got a squirrel feeder for my tree one time. So I'm making big bucks off of this. Trust me. I just do this because it's the right thing to do. I figure I've always been in mind, if you can help somebody else get through a hard time, why not? But this turned out to be a lot more than I thought it'd be. So anyway, if you can do me the favor of going over to Rumble, find that link, be the 4th person or the 5th person or whatever I got now. I haven't been on there for quite a while because there's nothing on there. There's an about section that's got everything on there, but there's no videos as of yet, but that's going to change here real soon. I just got my sound system hooked up behind me here. I've got my high dollar microphone right there. That's my Rode NT1 mic, a karaoke speaker. And, I got my Yamaha mixer, which I used to use those things back in the day when I made YouTube videos. So the sound will get better. Won't be anything else fancy. Be a dimly lit room. And me trying my best to help you step by step to get through this rough little bump in life. I can guarantee you 8 years ago from this second, I was in the depths of protracted withdrawal that I wish upon nobody. I was in seriously bad shape. No windows, nothing but waves for 27 months, and then 27 months when I didn't think it could get any worse, it did just that. It got like 3,000 times worse. And it was all I could do to hold on. But I got a few tricks to help you along the way. You're going to get through this. And that Rumble channel is going to be everything you need. There's also a link on there with all the docs. That's the easiest place I can put the docs, is right on the Google Docs. I do have them hidden in my Facebook channel, but nobody finds that because you got to go to the About section, then you got to go down to Details About You, and then it's there. But I just linked to it. So anyway, you watch all the free stuff I put out, and if you really need to talk to somebody along the way, somebody that cares enough about you not to charge you what most people make in a day to 4 days wages. $17 an hour is the average wage around here in Missouri for punching a clock. My wife makes that at Walmart. That's decent around here for just a laboring job. That's common. But you got to blow a whole day's pay just to talk to most of these coaches that know anything at all. So this is what Neighbor Bob's going to do. I don't think, if anybody, I've been waiting forever for somebody to interview me. So if any coaches want to interview me, there's especially one interview I'd like to. There's a guy, he's a saint. They call him Saint Joseph. Yeah, he does. He helps people off benzos. Yeah, he's a good guy. $20,000, get you started. He'll help you right off them benzos. Bless his heart. He's even did a video on the 5%. He said he's a psychiatrist. Even this guy, I think he's a psychiatrist or a quackologist. I'm not sure. But yeah, if you got a 7-figure income, you go his way. He'll help you get off of them, and then once you get off of them, you come over to the KISS protocol on Rumble. Neighbor Bob will ease you along to the finish line. I don't give up. I've stood beside people for I won't even tell you how long. Till you heal. That's all you got to hold on for until you heal. After that, it's all downhill. I can attest to that. Been living my best life for the last 8 years. Eventually, you will too, no matter how much you think that you're incapable to heal. No matter how bad your situation is, you get out of it a step at a time, and I got things that can help you through it. I definitely do. See, if you can go over there to Rumble, that's all I ask. Or you can like my YouTube channel. Maybe somebody else, people see that down the road and they contact me by my email that I've given out 1,000,000 times, my whole family email, Daddy in Iowa. Every person that's contacted me in the last 8 years I've helped. I've never turned anybody away. It had to be over a couple thousand people I've talked to easy. All manners of talking, email, chats. You can email me, get on my WhatsApp channel. I put a lot of free stuff out there for people. I talk one-on-one to people there for free often. I think we'd have to trade phone numbers, which I can do on my email. Neighbor Bob 2411 2411 @gmail.com. Be more than happy to see what I could do for you. If I got time, I look at your story. I love to look at somebody's backstory and see what they're dealing with. And if they do need a phone call, they call me on the phone, and I've got that sitting in front of me, and I can kind of, you don't have to go back over it, and trying to see. There's no one size fits all coming through this. There's so many people. We're all different ages, different genetic backgrounds. A lot of women going through this. You got a lot more to deal with than us guys do. I got younger ladies that's got cycles. I got some are premenopause, perimenopause, postmenopause. Some of them have MCAS. Some of them have get down to where you can only eat 1 or 2 foods. Oh, I know a lot about foods. We'll get something in you. We'll figure something out. We'll go to the elimination diet. It's the only diet to be on this thing. It's fine-tuned to you. It's what you can eat. You start out by not putting anything in you have a problem with. And then you add one thing at a time. I start out with organic brown rice, eat that for a week or 2, and then try to add in some grass-fed, grass-finished beef or bone broth or some chicken broth or this and that. Some people don't do well with fermented foods like balsamic vinegar or sauerkraut or kimchi. Those are all great for your stomach, but some people just can't. Some people don't do well with so high sulfur foods like onions and garlic. I was one of those. I've had every food sensitivity known to man, so I'm kind of a jack of all trade, master of none type thing, my dad used to say. I know a little bit about a lot of health stuff, health related, a lot. Environmental stuff, keeping your home clean, keeping your EMFs low, things that can light you up in withdrawal that you don't want to be doing. So if you do me the favor of going over there, I'd like to see that Rumble blow up so other people can see it. Put that Google Docs link, and somebody please put it out in the Benzo Buddy. I think they let you put links on there. Nobody know what they're clicking. When you click that thing, a whole page opens up. It's just crazy. It's got link after link after. It's got everything on there. I just find that amazing how I can put that out of a folder on my computer. And anybody with that link, I don't care if you're in, if you got a computer access, I don't care if you're in a grass hut in the Philippines or something, you click that link, it's going to open up and you can translate it into your language with the Chat GPT or whatever translator you got, you know. And I help a lot of people from other countries as well. I got a lot of Latin people. I'm probably 65% fluent in Spanish, but it's not good enough to explain anything intricate, so more conversational Spanish, put it that way. So I'll be more than happy to walk through your journey with you, and you're not going to put out a bunch of money. You follow that KISS protocol, and you're going to have a lot easier time going through this. It starts by watching what you hear, because anybody that's been in this a while, they won't go to Benzo Buddies anymore and get on the forums, because they've already been there and done that, and it's just kicked them right in the tail end. They've seen the thing I've seen, the supplement thing, back and forth. It just made me want to cry. It's like, you know, bless everybody's heart on there. It's like the blind leading the blind. Everybody's scared to death, and nobody knows what to do. And somebody puts a glimmer of hope out there. Try this supplement. This is the one. You know, I tried it, and you tried it. Oh my God, you know. So get as many people on that Rumble channel to sub that as you can. And I'm going to go over there and make videos till I can't make videos anymore. Free. If you have some suggestions on something you'd like to hear a video about, email me, and I'll try to do one on it. I won't tell you anything I don't know. Can't help you taper. Can't give medical advice. But I can give coping skills all day long. One of my mentees in India, she cracked me up. She's been with me, I won't tell you how long, but it's been a while. English isn't her first language, and she said one day I'm talking to her, you never find anybody as full of hope as a guy that came out of this overnight, like me. I guarantee you that. It made me a believer. And this next Monday at 8 o'clock in the morning, when I wake up, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to know that 8 years to the day and the minute I woke up at 8 o'clock. And it was gone. I had a new person contact me just yesterday, named Kristen. I've had a lot of Kristen, so I don't really remember for sure. She had about 3 years ago. I told her it was going to end for her, and she said it basically ended overnight for her. Then she got some serotonin syndrome after that, after she got healed, and they give her another drug, and back in it again, wouldn't you know? So, yeah, it's going to end. I don't care if you're a long hauler. Everybody heals. I'll stand by that. Just because you ain't healed yet, don't mean you ain't going to heal, because I know you are. I 100% know you are. There's 3 basic no-nos that I tell people all the time. It's the 3 hardest things you've never done in benzo withdrawal. Those things are, 1, don't give in to the SI. It's otherworldly. Take that off the table. First thing I did, I was thinking of ways to check out. I said, no, don't do it. This is temporary. Bayless has said everybody heals. You don't fix a temporary problem with a permanent solution. That's the definition of stupid right there. So I took that off the table. Not going to harm myself. If you want to go in a walk-in closet and beat the living stuffing out of some comforters and pillows, go right ahead, as long as you're not hurting your wrists or you're hurting yourself, you know. However you get through it, it's going to be your way through it. It's all different for everybody, but don't hurt yourself. 1, don't give in to the SI ever. You're going to heal. I don't care how long it's been. 2, don't reinstate. If you have reinstated, that's no big deal. Just try not to do it again, because that will kick your can down the road, just like start your clock back over. It's like if I had reinstated the night before I got my life back, the last day of August 2017, I might have had another couple of years in it. Believe me, I thought about it. I thought I had pills in there, and I thought about reinstating. If I could just take that 2 milligrams of Klonopin and feel normal again, I ate the whole bottle, but I knew that wasn't going to be the case. And I've seen one person out of 2,000 plus in 8 years that reinstatement worked for, and she wasn't off that long. She was on Klonopin as well. A little Mexican lady from Kansas City named Rosita. She went back on the 1 milligram, I believe she was on roughly, and was able to balance out. But most people that don't happen for usually. It's usually a nightmare to reinstate. So don't harm yourself. Don't reinstate. And the last one is don't call 911 or emergency services, which is 999 over in Europe. They will mess you up. They'll break a Xanax needle off on your arm on the way to taking you to the professionals that will drug you with precision, and you'll be in real deep water then. So what do? You learn some self-soothing techniques. You learn a lot of things about yourself. You're paying attention. I know people that have stared at a picture frame on the wall for a long time. There's all kinds of mind-blanking techniques I use, and things to calm you down in the moment. There's videos you can put on. It ain't gonna make you feel perfect, but if it can take you from a 99.999 down to a 97 and allow you to survive the moment, it's worth it. So I'll teach you a lot of that stuff when I got time, which is never. I got all kinds of projects around here. Mama's on me to finish up everything. I got to get out in that lake. I haven't been out there forever. My pedal kayak's pulled down there on the bank, and it's just sitting there with a tarp over it. I need to be in it with a fishing pole in my hand. So, I don't know how long I've blabbed here, but I'm going to figure out how to post this thing when I'm done and how to add captions to it. I forget all that stuff. I'm tech stupid. I'm sitting here with my dog, Molly the wonder dog here. Molly. She's not paying any attention to me right now. You can see it's a bright day down there. I had to pull the drapes and darken it up because as soon as this video gets over, I'm opening the drapes, turning on the whole house fan, and gonna soak in the sunlight and watch the pelicans fly over the lake. So, it's nice to see all you folks there. I don't know who all's on here. If I can touch this without it going away. Oh, I think I just messed it up. Jeez. Still going? Yeah, still going. Tech stupid. Yeah, what do you expect? I'm pushing 70. Barely know how to run my cell phone, let alone any of this technical stuff. So anyway, it's nice to duck on here and say hi to everybody. Still the same flathead I always was. Lost about 30, 40 pounds. I've been as high as 222. I'm down to 175, 177. Life is good again. There's a huge, wonderful life waiting for you after benzos. I know that. I 100% guarantee you. And if you hold on long enough, you'll get your life back. Like I did. Anyway, I don't even know how to shut this off. That could be a problem. Anybody know how to shut it off? This ain't a very professional video, I can tell you that. Where's the next button? I think there'll be a stop button here somewhere. But I sure don't know where it's at. I'll figure something out. Anyway, y'all take care, and I'll see you over there to Rumble, or I'll see you over to the private Facebook page linked in the doc description. up under my name there, blue hyperlink, Google Docs. Click it, and you'll be able to find everything where I'm at. Only 2 places. I'm not on Instagram. I'm not anywhere else. Not TikTok. Just Facebook, Neighbor Bob, the Benzo Whisperer. You can find me there, or you can add me on Rumble. Videos will be forthcoming. Peace out.